Good morning, y'all. We got a beautiful sunrise getting ready to happen behind us. We are out here today offshore on the SEA-D00 Explorer Pro 230, and today we are doing one of our longest runs ever, 32 miles out to gas platform oil rig out here in the Gulf of Mexico, and it's in about 135 foot of water. So we're hoping to maybe find some snapper, some AJ, maybe some king mackerel around the cobia. You never really know. Yeah, that's the deal. Let's get out here, see if we can make it happen. All right, so we've already gone about 7 or 8 miles, and just give y'all a little bit more time for the sun to come up. Kill switch is on. Let's go ahead and make our run. So we got our rig hook out. We're hooked up on this rig right here. It actually ended up being exactly 36 miles, making this the longest run I have ever done on a SEA-D00. We got just over a half a tank of gas. We do got some spare fuel behind us, so hopefully we don't have any issues getting back in. We're gonna go ahead and drop down. I think we're just gonna drop a jig and see what's going on. We believe there's some AJs on this spot, so maybe we can hook up on one of those. All right, so I'm just gonna drop down a light Shimano butterfly jig. This is just a 100-gram jig. I don't think the current's too bad, but if it is, we'll go a little bit heavier. On bottom. We did not get bit on the jig, so we're gonna be swapping over to a simple Carolina rig right here using a cigar minnow. I am using a Shimano Speedmaster 16 reel on a Shimano Travala rod, 80-pound test, 60-pound fluorocarbon leader, and we got us a 6/0 circle hook right there. Go ahead and drop that guy down there. This is always kind of like the fish finder rig. If there's a fish down there, it's gonna bite this. There we go, first fish. Doesn't feel too big, but he did hit it hard. What we got? You never know, could be like a lane snapper, mangrove, whatever it is. It's not big. Come on up, old red snapper. All right, first fish of the day is an old micro snapper here. Many more of these to come, I'm sure. See you, dude. All right, let's drop back down and get something a little bit bigger. Got him. There we go. That's a little bit better fish, I believe. If that's a snapper, we might throw it in the box. Mangrove, baby! Yeah! All right. Look at that. We do got something for the box, y'all. Oh, nice mangrove snapper right here. These guys only got to be 12 inches to keep. Always a pleasant surprise coming out here catching these guys, because in my opinion, of all the snapper species, lane and mangrove are probably some of the best. I'm gonna go ahead and pop this guy in the box. So that right there is why you always hear me say that sometimes when it's a smaller bite, a smaller fish, that's not always necessarily a bad thing. A lot of times we think that they're smaller snapper, but once you get them up, oftentimes you'll find mangrove, lane snapper, beeliner, things like that that taste absolutely amazing. Oh, as soon as it hit the bottom, there we go. That's a better fish. Ah, come on. Come on, he let go. That one snagged it. He might have got my bait. David's hooked up over there. I mean, it is every drop right now, which is pretty common. Anytime you're coming out here to these oil rigs, you're gonna hook up on just about every drop, because there's all sorts of life down there. There we go. We hooked up. Dave's already put 2 mangroves in the box. This might be another one right here. I think we found us a mangrove hole, which would be a major surprise. If we can get on just a bunch of these, it'd be awesome. Ah, You got the mangrove, I got the snapper. Come here, dude. So this fish has got a little bit of bear trauma. So we are gonna go ahead and get that hook out and go ahead and vent him. Just gonna stick our venting tool right about there. There we go. All right, and once you do that, you use your venting tool about 1 inch away from his pec fin. You put it in there, you'll hear the gases decompress out of there, and then that fish is off and good to go. All right, back on the hunt. More mangrove snapper or bigger fish. There we go, there we go. Fish on. Come on up. Had a couple of them down there fighting for it. One of them finally got the hook in his mouth. Oh, mangrove, yeah. All right. Oh, we might be on to something now, y'all. David's put about 4 or 5 already in his jet ski. This is my second one. I will take this over a red snapper any day of the week. How incredible is that right there, y'all? Keep dropping down and picking up mangrove snapper like that. I mean, that is about as good of a day as I could imagine. A cooler full of mangrove snapper would make this completely worth it. There we go. There he is. That one's feeling a little bit better. Be another mangrove. I got a feeling it is. I got a feeling it is. This is insane, y'all. 35-mile run and another mangrove. That's the biggest one so far. How incredible is that every single drop is a solid mangrove snapper. That right there makes it completely worth it. I mean, then they're not even giant fish, but to catch a bunch of mangrove snapper like that, we've only been dropping, I don't know, 20-30 minutes or so. 3 mangrove snapper in the box, 2 red snapper. Have not put any red snapper in the box. I'm sure they will come. Just incredible, y'all. If y'all like this sea-doo content though, I have got some amazing stuff getting ready to come to y'all. So make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. I am trying to hit 75,000 subscribers this year, and I need all of y'all's help to do that. Yeah, we're gonna drop back down, hopefully get out of here with a giant today. All right, going back down. Got him. Come on up. Oh, that's feeling like a BB. That's feeling like a beeliner. Can we have the 3rd species on the day? Doesn't feel like a small red snapper. I mean, it's holding just like a beeliner would, because it is a beeliner. Yeah. Incredible. 3rd species on the day, and I ain't mad at it either. Nice little beeliner, one of the tastiest fish you can catch out here in 120 foot of water. Insane. You got a lane? David just got a lane snapper, y'all. Just unhooked the beeliner. David caught a lane over there. Insane day out here on this rig, 35 miles offshore. But real quick, I did do a bit of a gear swap. I went over to a 5/0 circle hook and started cutting up my bait just a little bit, because I was getting robbed and I need it to last a little bit. And then if we're gonna also be catching beeliner, lane, mangrove snapper, things like that, we don't need a whole chunk of cigar minnow to get it done. Got the head pumps of a beeliner. Beeliner. Yeah, that's not a bad one. Not a bad one at all. So this right here is a vermillion snapper. They have many names here on the Gulf Coast. You hear people call them beeliner, BBs, vermillion, mingos in Florida. Sending her back down. If we could get us some keeper red snapper at some point today, that would be an amazing box right here. Especially if I can get us a lane snapper like David did earlier. I believe those are the only 4 snapper species that we could even have the possibility of catching. lane snapper, vermilion, red snapper, and mangroves. Could be. I got something on. If that's a beeliner, that's gonna be another good one. Oh, mangrove. Oh, I'm not gonna lie, you gotta love a spot that you can pull up on and not just catch tiny red snapper after tiny red snapper. To be honest, other than like our first couple of drops, we haven't seen a red snapper on this spot. It's been nothing but mangrove and beeliners, and I ain't mad at it. All right. Come here. Dude, he nailed it. Ah, it's a lane! Yeah! Woo! Tiny lane snapper. All right, he makes the cut. Woo! All 4 snapper species landed. Let's go. What an insane day. All right, so that lane snapper was 12 inches. They only got to be 8 inches here to keep. Incredible day of catching some amazing table fare. If we could put a couple of red snapper in the box to kind of fill it out, that would just be incredible. I don't think it's going to happen at this spot just because we've been dropping all morning, and I think, like I said, I think I've caught 2 small red snapper, right? And David's over there, he's dropping a chicken rig, picking up all sorts of the same species. He's not catching any red snapper either. So we're gonna drop a little bit more, keep on putting some fish in the box, but we're gonna have to stop somewhere else and get us some snapper. Y'all normally see me out here offshore. I hardly ever turn my ski off. This is the first time y'all have ever seen me use a rig hook to hold my position. And to be honest, I like my ski being on. I like having good throttle response. If there was a rogue wave or anything out there that was happening, I would be able to quickly maneuver my jet ski and get out of a danger zone. But with this trip being almost 40 miles to get out here, I knew that I would not have the fuel range to run it all day around this rig and get back. So that's kind of the main reason that I'm using the rig hook. But like I said, I normally in other circumstances would never use something like that because I think there is a lot of safety and making sure that your jet ski's on and you got good throttle response at all times. Don't play with it. There we go. There we go. That one's got some digs. That might be a decent mangrove. Yeah, old mangrove snapper. Another 18, 19 incher. I could do this all day long right here, y'all. Primo meat. Let's drop this tail half down right there and see if we can get bit on that one. Got him. Yeah, another good one. Over the rail and in the pail. All right, life jacket back on. Let's drop a jig off this rig just a little bit, see if we can get any kind of pelagics or amberjack, something like that, cruising around it. Dang it. Yep, we're hooked up. Dude, first drop. Come on up. It's coming. It's coming to me. He's not taking any drag yet. Dude, there he goes. There he goes. Now he knows he's hooked. No clue what that could be. Come on. I gotta get you on the other side of my ski. There we go. Woo! First drop with the jig. And I don't have a clue what this could be. It is digging straight down on me. 80-gram jig. Shimano butterfly. Come on. Come on, let me see you. This is an easy way to get broke off and lose a lot of jigs, but man, is it fun. Should be getting close to seeing color. Ah, it's an AJ. Little guy. Look at there. Species number 5 or 6 on the day. Well, this guy is majorly undersized right here. These have got to be 34 inches. And I got to tell you, if I hook a 34 incher on a slow pitch jig, it's gonna be a long day. But that's what we're out here looking for. Maybe we can get us one. We just pulled up at our next spot. We got a pyramid right here, got about 15 foot of relief coming off of it, 110 foot of water. Let's drop a jig down, see if we can get something on a jig. We can't do that, we'll drop live bait, try to get our snapper. Y'all, we hooked up on the drop. Come on. Always a good sign when you pull into a brand new spot and just get bit on the way down. Now this is a small micro snapper. I'll be sending this guy back. Bye-bye. Let's get something a little bigger. On again. On again. Come on. I don't know what that is. That one's a little bit bigger. I think we're off the structure a little ways. Yeah, that one's got a little bit more weight to it. That might be a good fish, y'all. Oh, come on. Get your butt up. You gotta get up. Come on. I think I got him off the bottom a pretty good ways. I should be out of danger. Y'all, it has been an insane day today. No regrets at all coming out here. Come on. Be something we can put in the box. Doesn't feel like a pelagic. Oh, foul hook snapper. All right, this reef must have snapper everywhere. There he goes. Oh, you gonna get down, buddy? Here, let me help you. There you go. Bye-bye. All right, drop number 3 in this spot. This area is loaded. It looks like there's a lot of beeliner and AJ down there too. Definitely a lot of marks on this spot. Get down to the bottom, almost there. And we have not had a whole lot of current today, which has allowed me to use that 80-gram jig, which has a really, really nice flutter to it, especially in these shallower jigging depths, like around, you know, 80, 100 foot or so. Oh, there he is. Got him. Oh, oh, come on. Get your butt up. That's gonna be one for the box. I could do this all day long, nothing but jig. There was one setup I could use offshore. Ah, I just got broke. Something come through and swiped me, or I'm not sure what happened. Man. Oh well, let's retie. All right, y'all, well, pretty good day out here. It is about 1 o'clock now. We got an hour-and-a-half trip back, and I've only got a third tank of fuel. So thank goodness we brought some spare with us. We're about to head in, and I'm gonna wrap this up with a catch and cook for y'all. But before we do that, I do want to talk about today's sponsor of the channel, and that is going to be XOTIC Outdoor Apparel. Y'all seen me wearing their clothing for quite some time. I'm always wearing their shirts as well as their shorts. They're doing a couple of things that I personally love in a fishing shirt. One is they treat these with Repel X. So what that is basically it's going to prevent your clothing from staining. We're out here messing around with bonita, Spanish mackerel, ladyfish, all these bloody fish out there. And as you see, I'm wearing a white shirt, which has gotten pretty dirty today. I got some stains on it. All I gotta do is throw it in the wash. All these stains are gonna come out. Another thing is this is the Air X shirt. They are extremely breathable, a whole lot better than your typical performance fishing shirts that most of y'all probably already wear and have. So a little bit different material. It's a lot lighter, breathes a lot better. And then probably one of the best parts about this is me being a bigger guy, I chafe a lot, especially in performance, that silky kind of material. It sticks to my skin, hot, sweaty, stuff like that. Cause a lot of rubbing and chafing. This is so light and stuff. It's pretty much anti-chafing material, if you will. Anyways, I have them linked down below. Y'all will not be disappointed if y'all go over there, pick you up a couple of shirts, pick you up some shorts, and yeah, we're gonna go ahead, continue in now, clean up some fish, and cook us some dinner. All right, so we made it back in, got all the way back to the ramp, and I had 5 miles till empty on my jet ski. So really pushed the range out there. If you were to do like straight line flight, it was 36 miles out, 36 miles back. Like nothing is a straight line. So, and then also it was rough going out. I would say we easily had 80 miles of range on this adventure, right? And so I also had that spare gas tank that I didn't have to use. I didn't use it, didn't refuel. So pretty solid right there. Got a lot of range on that jet ski. But we are back here on the back porch now, and we're about to be whipping up some of our mangrove snapper right here. Now I'm just doing a small dish. It's just me tonight, so we're gonna be keeping it kind of simple, but it is gonna be delicious, and it is a crowd favorite in my house. So just going over a couple of the ingredients we're going to be using. I got some cooked orzo pasta, a couple of mangrove snapper upper loins right there. We got a tablespoon of garlic, some Kaneka sausage, lemon slices, 2 small shallots, and 2 Roma tomatoes, along with some white wine right there, and a stick of butter and some blackening seasoning. First thing we're going to do is get a cast iron skillet going over here, get it cranked up to about a medium heat, and then we're going to be going in with about 2/3 of a stick of butter right there, and we're going to let that completely melt and brown down. Our butter's melting down, we're just going to go down with some Chef Paul Prudhomme Redfish Magic. This is the best blackening seasoning on the market. I don't care what anybody tells you. We're going to give a nice coating on both sides of this fish. And that's all we're going to be putting on the fish. Well, I take that back. Got one more thing we're going to throw on there. Take some of your lemon and squeeze a nice healthy amount. The sugars inside that lemon help to also give it a nice crust on that fish, right? So that lemon on top of that blackening seasoning is an absolute must. Don't skip out on it. All right, and get those out of here. All right, I can see where our butter's starting to brown, bringing out that richness in it. We're just going to take our fillets, lay them down in there, get some nice color on them. And that's only going to take probably 2 minutes on each side, if that. All right, so we've been rolling right at about 2 minutes, and I can start to see that white climb almost all the way through the fish. So we're going to go ahead and give it a little bit of a flip. Yeah. All right, and then let it go for about 2 minutes on that side. All right, so here is our fish right there. You can see that color. We did do one more flip on it just to put a little bit more color on the back side. That right there is about perfect, and about 5.5 minutes of cooking. So we're just gonna leave all of our butter and our bits in there. A lot of flavor sitting in there right now, and that is all richness. So what we're gonna do to that, we're gonna go ahead and go in with our shallots. Get all that out of there. And we're also gonna go in with our Kaneka sausage. And we're just gonna brown that down a little bit. Matter of fact, we're gonna go ahead and reduce our heat just a little bit. There we go. Just gonna get some nice color on that sausage. And then to that, we're gonna go ahead and go in with our tomatoes. And we want to kind of stew these down just a little bit. Really want to get these tomatoes broken down here. So as you can see, we got our tomatoes pretty much broken down right here. A little bit longer to go left on them, and that'll be just about right. While that's doing that, we're gonna go ahead, go in with our garlic. I believe this is about 1 tablespoon of garlic right there minced up. Now I always put my garlic in last because garlic burns easily and burnt garlic does not taste good. So I always kind of put it in as the last step. All right, now we're going to go in with a splash of white wine. It's going to give it a nice little bite. And that's also going to get all those bits off the bottom. Ain't got to put a whole lot, maybe just a 1/4 cup. Nice little splash in there. Y'all could only smell that right there. Now I put this on a lot of stuff, y'all. I put this on grits for breakfast. I build this sauce for a bunch of different things, especially shrimp and grits. It's amazing on shrimp and grits, but we're just about through. All we got to do now is add in some heavy whipping cream. All right, and then now we're going to go in with about another 1/4 cup of heavy whipping cream. We'll go ahead and bring our heat back up just a little bit, because we kind of want to get that sauce to steam up just a little bit to reduce it down and thicken up that cream. So now we got our cooked orzo pasta, a couple of cups. Like I said, this is a small serving because, well, it's just me. So we're gonna go ahead and put our orzo pasta in there. And we're gonna get that all nice and mixed up. All right, so that right there is our spicy Cajun orzo pasta. Y'all could eat that right there without any fish. You could just make that as a side dish to some fried chicken or whatever you want. I can guarantee you one thing. If you make this, try this, it will forever be something that you cook, because it is absolutely amazing. All right, so we got some nice plate right there. We're gonna, before we put our fish on top, we're just gonna squeeze us a little bit of lemon juice, freshen that up just a tad. Parsley on top of this would be pretty nice too. And then we're just gonna take our slices of fish here. Just like that. And maybe do a little garnish with some lemon on the side. And that right there is the finished product. All right, y'all, check this out right there. I am starving. I cannot wait to go in for a bite of this right here. Get a little bit of fish, a little bit of that pasta in there. That's a winner in anybody's house. I gotta go in for another bite. Y'all, that mangrove snapper, if you've never had some of the bigger, thicker filet mangrove snapper, which these are not giant, they're like 19, 20 inches, but it's such a sweeter, cleaner meat, hardly any blood in those fish, just super, super clean dish. The nice heat coming off of the Cajun pasta, the fresh lime juice, absolutely killer. I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. I'm about to smash this dinner right here. But yeah, if y'all would leave me a like, comment with any questions, subscribe if you haven't already, and we will see y'all in the next one.